So dear students, last section what we have done, we have studied about a transportation in human beings. Now we are going to study about a transportation in plants. Okay, let's see what is this transportation in plants. As you all know, in a ninth standard you have studied about transportation in plants very nicely. This is a little bit more higher than that. So earlier we have discussed that okay, simple compounds such as carbon dioxide and photosynthesis, energy stored in the chlorophyll containing organs, namely leaves. The other kind of raw materials that is needed for the building are the phosphorus, nitrogen, potassium, and other minerals which can be taken up. How it can be taken up by the plants? Okay, so the absorption of these substances therefore occurs through the very much part in a contact with the soil. Which is that part of contact within the soil of the plant? That is roots. So this is what the second thing which we come to know. It means from the leaves they prepare a food, and from the roots they take minerals and water. So what is that? So now this is what that happened. If the distance between the soil contacting organs, it means roots, and the chlorophyll that is in the leaf is far, very much higher, then what happened? Do you think that process goes with a diffusion? No, it is not possible through the diffusion. So guys, what exactly happened? So here they have a system, a well-defined system in the plants where they can carry water and food from one soil roots to the tip of the plant and from leaf to the different organs of the plant. So guys, this is a system transportation which is very much needed. Now as and when we know there are plants which are smaller plants also, and there are trees which are very high, tall trees are also available there. So what these tall trees can do, these tall trees can do very much nicely. Okay, the work is going very nicely over there, and they can easily do the work. Okay, so what can do that? So it required the plant transport system will move energy stores from leaves and raw materials from roots. So there are two way parts. One you can see here, that's called xylem. One is xylem. Okay, and the second one is phloem. It's phloem. Phloem. This is what the pronunciation which we do. Okay, the pronunciation is like this, phloem. So these are the two one. What xylem do? Xylem carries water. It carries water. Okay, water and minerals from root to the different parts of the plant. Second one, what is the role of phloem? The phloem. Phloem is that one which transports product of photosynthesis. We call it as a food. Okay, let's say a cup food. Okay, which was the synthesized over that. It's a product of a food from the leaves where they are synthesized to the other parts. Okay, food from leaves to other part of the plant. This is exactly what happened in this system. This is what it is going on. So guys, what is this thing going on? So they have a system. In ninth standard you have studied about these two tissues. One is xylem and one is phloem. So how the phloem works? How does the phloem work? Let us see. In a xylem tissues, vessels and tracheids of root, stem and leaves are interconnected to a continuous system conducting water. You can see here. This is what it's going up. Okay, so that is what they are conducting tissues and channels reaching all parts of the part. So this is the main role of xylem. At the roots, cell is in contact with the soil, actively takes up iron. Now they takes up iron from there. When they takes up iron from there, this create a difference in concentration of this. It means कि यहाँ पे concentration. Okay, again and again what they do here, Okay, here they are having concentration of ions and the differences takes place. So यहाँ से whenever they takes ion, here the concentration will be higher, here will be the less. So this is how the difference creates, and that's water. Therefore, moves up into the water, into the root, and from the soil to the eliminate this difference. This means there is a steady movement of water into the root xylem, creating a column. You can see there is a column created over here, which moves, which pushes the water upward. However, this pressure by itself is unlikely to enough to move water over heights. Okay, not only this pressure is used up, but there is one more process which is taking place in plant, that is called transpiration. Okay, now what exactly happened in the transpiration? આ ટ્રાન્સપિરેશન થાય એટલે થાય શું? અહીંયા ટ્રાન્સપિરેશન એટલે શું છે? એક્સેસ ઓફ વોટર ક્રિએટ થાય. હવે એક્સેસ ઓફ વોટર ક્રિએટ થયું ને એટલે અહીંયા એક્સેસ ઓફ વોટર છે તો લીવ્સમાંથી બહાર નીકળી ગયું. હવે લીવ્સમાંથી બહાર નીકળ્યું એટલે અંદર શું થાય? સક્શન, એક વેક્યુમ ક્રિએટ કરે. ઓકે, આ તો શું કરે? તો એક વેક્યુમ ક્રિએટ કરે. તો evaporation of water molecule from the cell of leaf creates a suction which pulls the water. એક તો નીચેથી ફોર્સ તો આવતો જ હોય, એ ફોર્સની જોડે જોડે આ ઉપરથી પણ ખેંચે છે, and that's what the loss of water in a form of vapor from the aerial parts is called a transpiration. This process helps us. એટલે આપણને શું કરે? તો કે એ ટ્રાન્સપિરેશન પ્રોસેસ બહુ કામ કરે છે. ટ્રાન્સપિરેશન is very important process in the transportation. Okay, so what they are doing? They are doing very nice thing over here. Okay, what are that thing that is going on here? What is that? So what it do? It absorb. It helps in absorption. It helps in absorption. It helps in absorption and hold a second. Absorption and upward movement of water. Okay, along with it, some minerals are also dissolved. So guys, this is the thing which happens over there, from roots to the leaves. It also helps. Transpiration can also helps to maintain the temperature. The temperature can also be maintained. The temperature can also be maintained. The effect of root pressure in the transport of water is more important at night. During day, when the stomata are open, the transpiration pull becomes major driving force for the movement of water. So guys, transpiration is very important process which we have already studied in a 9th standard. Along with this thing, now it turns for the food, how the food transportation takes place. Now phloem tissues carry food down to from the leaf to the other parts of the body. How does it say? So far whatever that we have discussed. So what happened? This transport of, now what exactly happened? This food can be a soluble food. The transport of the food, the transport of food, okay, transport of food in the soluble part, in the soluble product of food. Let's say food कहिए तो चाले कहता तो product, instead of writing a food, let's say product of synthesis, product of photosynthesis. હવે photosynthesis માંથી જે મળેલું synthesis, જે બી મળ્યું હોય એ વસ્તુ, એને ટ્રાન્સપોર્ટ કરવાનું, એ વસ્તુને આપણે કહીએ છીએ the one which we called it as a translocation. So guys, transpiration is removal of water, excessive evaporation of water from the leaves is called transpiration. And translocation means what? Transport of the product of photosynthesis, soluble products of photosynthesis to the different parts and through a vascular tissue. What is that vascular tissue means? The vascular tissue is known as phloem. This is what the tissue which we are going to use. Beside this product of photosynthesis, what does it also carry on? It carry on amino acids. Amino acids are very important for the growth of plant and other substances. This substance are specially delivered to the storage. क्या जाए आ બધું? तो के storage organs માં. Storage parts કયા? તો સ્ટોરેજ ઓર્ગન્સ કયા કયા હોય? તો કે એક તો પહેલાં પહેલું રૂટ્સ, બરોબર, આપણે પોટેટોસ કહીએ છીએ, બરોબર, અદરક એટલે કે જિંજર હોય છે, રૂટ એટલે કે શું કહે કેરેટ્સ હોય છે, બરોબર, રેડિશ હોય છે, દે આર ઓલ ધ પાર્ટ ઓફ રૂટ્સ. ઓકે, ધેન ઇટ્સ અ ફ્રૂટ્સ તો બધાને ખબર જ છે, એપલ અને એ બધું. એન્ડ ધેન સીડ્સ, these are the parts where the storage takes place. So what happened? The phloem carries along with the product of photosynthesis amino acids and some other usefuls to the growing organs. Growing organs means the apex, which you have already studied about that in 9th standard. The translocation of food and other substance takes place in a sieve tubes with the help of adjacent companion cells, both upward and downward direction. બેટા એક વસ્તુ યાદ રાખવાની કે આ જે છે ને ઝાયલેમમાં ખાલી વન વે હોય, વન વે, એ પાણી નીચેથી ઉપર જ લઈ જાય. ફ્લોએમમાં ટુ વે હોય, ઇટ્સ અ ટુ વે ડિરેક્શન, બંને બાજુ ઉપર પણ જાય નીચે પણ જાય. કેમ? તો કે બંને બાજુ જાય એટલે ટુ વે ડિરેક્શન થાય. Unlike transport system in xylem can largely explained by simple physical force, the translocation is achieved by utilizing energy. હવે આ જે વસ્તુ છે એ તો સિમ્પલ જતું હતું, ફિઝિકલ જ છે, ખાલી ખેંચવાનું જ હતું, લાઈક દેટ કે પાણી એક વેલમાં ડોલ નાખી, ડોલમાંથી પાણી ખેંચી લીધું એવી રીતે. બટ ફૂડ માટે ઇટ્સ નોટ અ સિમ્પલ ફિઝિકલ મેથડ, ઇટ્સ અ કેમિકલ પ્રોસેસ વેર યુ નીડ એનર્જી. એનર્જી ક્યાંથી મળે? તો કે યાદ કરો કે આપણે એક પ્રોસેસ હતી જેની અંદર એટીપી જનરેટ થતું હતું, બરોબર છે? ઓકે, તો ફ્લોએમ ટીશ્યુઝ યુઝિંગ એનર્જી ફ્રોમ એટીપી. આ એટીપી માંથી આ જે ટીશ્યુઝ જે છે ફ્લોએમ ટીશ્યુઝ એનર્જી લે, અને ધીસ ઇન્ક્રીઝિસ ધ ઓસ્મોટિક પ્રેશર ઓફ ટીશ્યુ causing water to move into it. અને આના લીધે પાણી અંદર જાય, and that's why this pressure moves the material in phloem to tissues which have a less pressure. એટલે જે જગ્યા પર ઓછું પ્રેશર હોય ત્યાં ફ્લોએમમાં એન્ટર થઈ જાય કેરી, ફૂડ થઈ જાય, અને that it goes. This allows the fluid to move according to the plant's need. અને જે જે જગ્યા પર પ્લાન્ટને જરૂર હોય એ જગ્યા પર ફૂડ મોકલે, and this is how it happens. And that's why in the spring sugar stored in the root or stem tissues would be transported to the birds. ઓકે, એક્ઝામ્પલ આપ્યો છે કે સ્પ્રિંગ સિઝન. સ્પ્રિંગ સિઝન એટલે શું કે આપણે ચૈત્ર મહિનો કે જેમાં વસંત ઋતુ, આપણે એવું કે ચૈત્ર મહિનામાં વસંત ઋતુ હોય એટલે શું કે નવા ફણગા ફૂટતા હોય, એટલે કે ન્યૂ બર્ડ્સ આવતા હોય. એટલે બર્ડ્સ એટલે BUDS બર્ડ્સ, ઓકે, ધેટ બર્ડ્સ નહીં, બર્ડ્સ ના ના ના, તો ત્યાં એનર્જી મોકલવાનું કામ કરે. ધીસ ઇઝ વન ઓફ ધ એક્ઝામ્પલ. સો ગાઈઝ, ધીસ ઇઝ હાઉ ધ ટ્રાન્સપોર્ટેશન ટેક્સ પ્લેસ ઇન પ્લાન્ટ્સ એન્ડ animals. Please do the in-text question, and I would like to say it is in-text question. In text, okay, and not index. This is wrong, this is right. In text question given in our textbook. Within the textbook, other than exercise questions are known as in text questions. Please go through that and write down in your notebooks. Thank you. Have a nice time.